Assalamu alaikum. 6 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. National Security Committee has expressed satisfaction over fulfillment of international responsibilities by Pakistan under FATF framework. Caretaker Prime Minister has reaffirmed moral, political and diplomatic support to Kashmiri people in their struggle for the right of self-determination. President has arrived in China to represent Pakistan at the two-day SCO summit beginning in Qingdao tomorrow. Election Commission has revised various stages of program for the general elections. UN Secretary-General has urged Taliban to reciprocate temporary ceasefire offer made by the Afghan government. And now the news in detail. National Security Committee has expressed satisfaction over the progress made so far by Pakistan regarding actions towards fulfilling the country's international responsibilities under the Financial Action Task Force framework. This was expressed during meeting of the committee held in Islamabad today with Prime Minister Nasirul Mulk in the chair. The committee directed that the progress should be shared with the FATF Secretariat in the upcoming meeting. It reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to work with Financial Action Task Force and other international organizations in achieving common goals and shared objectives. Caretaker Prime Minister retired Justice Nasirul Mulk has reaffirmed moral, political and diplomatic support to the people and the government of Pakistan to the people of Jammu and Kashmir in their legitimate struggle for their right to self-determination as promised to them under the relevant UN resolutions. He was talking to AJK President Sardar Masood Khan, who called on him in Islamabad today. Stressing upon the need for an immediate end to the state-sponsored reign of terror unleashed in the Indian-occupied Kashmir, the Prime Minister observed that Kashmir dispute cannot be resolved without violence and use of force. President Mamnoon Hussain has arrived in China to attend SCO summit beginning in Qingdao from tomorrow. China's Vice Foreign Minister received him at the airport. The Qingdao summit will mark a year since Pakistan joined the prestigious organization as a full member. On the sidelines of the summit, the president will hold important bilateral meetings with his counterparts from the region. The meeting will be attended by the heads of state of SCO member states, representatives of SCO observer states, as well as representatives of international organizations, including the UN, the ASEAN, the IMF, and the World Bank. Earlier, talking to Chinese media in Beijing, the president said the Shanghai Cooperation Organization espouses the values of the Shanghai spirit, which features mutual trust and respect, equality, respect for diverse civilizations, and pursuit of shared development. He said Pakistan, as a new member, is committed to enhance its relations with all the SCO members on the basis of these values. He said Pakistan sees the SCO as an important framework for regional cooperation, and it has played a vital role in safeguarding peace and security in the region. The president said the organization promotes multifaceted cooperation in the region in a wide array of fields, and it includes Pakistan's major development and strategic partners. Professor Dr. Hassan Askari Rizvi took oath as the Punjab Caretaker Chief Minister in a ceremony held in Lahore today. Governor Punjab Rafiq Rajwana administered the oath. In a statement, the Caretaker Chief Minister said transparent, fair and free elections is the key most priority of the government. Similarly, Caretaker Balochistan Chief Minister Alauddin Murri has taken oath of office in Quetta this evening. Governor Balochistan Mahmood Khan Achakzai administered the oath to the Caretaker Chief Minister. The 7-member Caretaker Cabinet of Sindh took oath at a ceremony at the Governor House in Karachi today. Governor Sindh Mohammad Zubair administered the oath. The cabinet includes Dr. Sadia Rizvi, Mushtaq Shah, Jamil Yusuf, Dr. Junaid Shah, Colonel Retired Dost Mohammad Chandio, Khair Mohammad Junejo, and Simon Daniel. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. Election Commission of Pakistan has revised various stages of program for general elections scheduled for 25th of next month. According to the revised schedule, the candidates can file their nomination papers by Monday, while the preliminary list of the nominated candidates will also be issued on the same day. 19th of this month has been fixed as the last date for scrutiny of nomination papers by the returning officers. 22nd of this month is the last date for filing of appeals against decisions of the returning officers rejecting or accepting of nomination papers. Last date for deciding of appeals by the appellate tribunals is 27th of this month, while the revised list of candidates will be published on the 28th. Last date for withdrawal of candidature and publication of final list is 29th of June. According to the Election Commission, the date of polling shall remain intact and it will be held on the 25th of next month. The offices of Election Commission, as well as those of the district returning officers and returning officers, will remain open on Saturday and Sunday for filing of nomination papers by the candidates. Federal government has announced Idul Fitri holidays from Friday to Monday next. This was publicized in a notification of the Interior Ministry today. Pakistan has strongly condemned the suicide attack on a mosque in southeast of Niger, in which 6 innocent people lost their lives and many others were injured. In a statement, Foreign Office said the government and people of Pakistan express their deepest sympathies and heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families and pray for the speedy recovery of the injured. It said Pakistan condemns terrorism in all its forms and manifestations and stands with the brotherly people of Niger in this moment of grief. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has urged Afghan Taliban to reciprocate the temporary ceasefire offer made by Afghan government. In a statement today, he urged the Taliban to accept President Ashraf Ghani's peace offer for commencement of direct talks to bring an end to the long suffering of the Afghan people. On the other hand, the Afghan government has accepted an offer from the United Arab Emirates to boost its presence in training Afghan forces fighting insurgents. Senior government officials said as Kabul seeks to improve ties with major Muslim actions. A senior Afghan official managing the arrival of the UAE troops said the UAE troops will train recruits enlisted by the Afghan elite forces and can also be called upon to take part in specific operations targeting the insurgents. U.S. President Donald Trump says he might invite North Korean leader Kim Jong-un to Washington if their next week's summit remains successful. Speaking at a press conference with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in the White House, he said he would quit the talks if it did not go well and would ramp up a U.S. sanctions pressure on North Korea. Russia and China have agreed to bolster cooperation in all spheres. This was stated in a joint Russian-Chinese statement signed by Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping after the negotiations in Beijing. The document says both sides express their intention to build up cooperation in all areas, and for this purpose, they will be developing strategic trust-based dialogue and continue to develop mechanisms of bilateral, intergovernmental, and inter-regional cooperation. In Iraq, at least 64 Kurdish militants were killed during security operations during last week in northern part of the country. In a statement issued in Ankara today, Turkish military general staff said that more than 4,500 terrorists have been neutralized since the beginning of Operation Olive Branch in Syria this January. And finally, the weather report. Very hot and dry weather is likely to prevail in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain and thunder showers with gusty winds are expected at a few places in Islamabad, Rawalpindi, Gujranwala, Sargodha, Bannu, Dera Ismail Khan and Job divisions, Kashmir and its adjoining hilly areas. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.